Cody, when you're ready, sir, either podium.
Good morning. I'm Cody Davis, Palmer Lake Circle. I'd like to speak about my concerns on the rezone and growth management plan amendment related to the project called South Naples Toy Storage. And I want to be clear that the concern I'm expressing today is not personal to the applicant and not primarily about the proposed use itself, although it is a clear departure from the county's long-term vision for environmentally sensitive rural agricultural land. My concern is about process, precedent, and compliance with the county's own standards. This item combines a parcel-specific rezoning with a parcel-specific growth management plan amendment, including the creation of a brand-new sub-district designed solely to legalize one project on one parcel. That alone should require heightened scrutiny rather than summary treatment. The county's commercial planned unit development approval criteria ask several important questions that, on their face, this petition appears to violate. I've reviewed the staff report carefully, and it's clear that several of the county's most important safeguards are treated as satisfied only if the board first agrees to amend the comprehensive plan itself. This is circular reasoning. The criteria ask whether the proposed CPUD rezone is appropriate considering the existing land use pattern. The site is currently zoned rural agricultural, and instead of evaluating whether that zoning still makes sense across the area, the county is being asked to surgically rewrite the rules for one parcel to accommodate a specific commercial use. That is not planning in harmony with an existing land use pattern. It's an exception carved out of it. The criteria ask whether the rezone would result in the creation of an isolated district unrelated to adjacent and nearby districts. Here, a new sub-district is literally being created, named after the project, and limited to a single use on a single parcel. This is the definition of an isolated district. The criteria ask whether the proposed change constitutes a grant of special privilege to an individual owner as contrasted with the public welfare. When the growth management plan itself must be amended, parcel by parcel, to legalize a use that's otherwise not allowed, that is not a generally applicable public policy. It's a special entitlement. In addition, the presence of a custom parcel-specific developer commitment further highlights that this is not a policy decision being applied evenly, but a bespoke approval tailored to a single applicant. Finally, the criteria ask what is labeled by the county as a core question: whether there are substantial reasons why the property can't reasonably be used in accordance with existing zoning. The staff report explicitly states, quote, "The subject property can be used in accordance with existing zoning to develop agriculture uses, single-family dwellings, and schools. However, the proposed uses and intensities cannot be achieved without this PUD rezoning action." These criteria are not boxes to be checked after the fact. They're supposed to protect the integrity of the growth management plan and ensure equal treatment under the law. Placing an item of this magnitude, a rezoning plus a comprehensive plan amendment, on the summary agenda undermines that responsibility. Even if no one objects, although I clearly do, the board still has an obligation to apply its own standards transparently and deliberately. I urge the board to remove this item from the summary agenda and give it the full hearing and scrutiny that both the law and good governance require. Thank you.
That was the only speaker we have, or?
I was just handed another slip for item 7.